I have 3 jobs to do today. One is to welcome you to this incredible city that you have honored with your presence. Second is to try and just recharge your batteries and get your energy up. And third is to introduce the incredible keynote speaker that you're going to get to listen to. My name is Libby Schaaf, and as we say in Oakland, I am hella proud to be the mayor of my hometown, Oakland, California. If you would indulge me, I would love if everyone would place their feet on the ground, okay? You know, ladies, we cross our legs too much. Place your feet on the ground. I want you to feel the energy that is in this place, Oakland. Oakland is a city that has always defined itself for its diversity and its commitment to inclusion. It is the most racially integrated, diverse city in America. And that's not by accident. It is because we are so proud of that inclusion, of that diversity. Oakland is a place of incredible creative energy. You just saw the incredible artistic talent that we have in our young girls, but we're also a place of innovators, of social innovators. We're a city with a little bit of grit. We've got a working class kind of history, so we keep it real in Oakland. And then finally, we are a city of progressive values. A city that has been the maker of movements, a city of progressive values which are needed more than ever right now. I just want you to start your day not only feeling welcomed by the mayor of your city, but I want you to feel that incredible history and definition of this place flow into you through your feet by placing them on the ground. So thank you for indulging me on that. As far as the energy today, I hope that during this day you tell stories about one another, particularly our stories as girls, as women. And I just want to share a story of someone who's special to me. I know a young Oaklander who remembers walking to this country over the border, remembers her mother who was pregnant with her little sister, getting stuck between bars that they had to squeeze through on this journey to this new home called America. A girl who grew up knowing that she was not going to let her immigration status stop her achievement, and who graduated from UC Berkeley in just 3 years. I don't know anybody who got out of Berkeley in 3 years. A girl who grew up in the Fruitvale neighborhood, and every day outside her house would see young girls being sexually exploited, being bought and sold, while their pimps sat in parked cars watching them, keeping them imprisoned. She didn't just have her heart broken over that. She's actually currently the co-chair of Oakland's CSAC task force, which aims to end the sexual exploitation of children. She also is leading out the work on behalf of my office, the Office of the Mayor, working with the Alliance for Girls on its new collaborative, which is Meeting Girls' Needs, a response to what we learned by talking to the girls in our Oakland public schools, and that aims to reduce the harassment, the fear, the barriers that our girls are feeling to be their best selves. And I want you to all meet, because she's got to run off with me in a second, but she'll be back for the rest of the day. My special assistant, someone who's very special to me, Kareli Ordaz Salto. Please stand up, Kareli. As women, we need to tell our stories more. It is what gives us energy, and it's what connects us. And then I just finally want to end by asking your indulgence to relive a moment that I had the incredible pleasure of being a part of. You know that, you probably all know that women make up only 24% of professionals in STEM. Well, women make up only 18% of mayors. So I am an endangered species. But I'm very proud to be a mayor, one of the women who leads one of the 10 largest cities that are led by women in the United States today. You're clapping, but it's actually a pretty sad fact that the 45th largest city in America is actually the 10th largest city led by a woman. So I had the great pleasure of speaking at the Women's March here in Oakland. How many people came to a Women's March someplace in California? It was very personal to me. You know, sometimes your staff tries and writes speeches for you, but this one, man, I just crumpled up and I wrote it on put it on the floor because I'm like, this has got to come out of my gut. This is so personal to me. And I got to come up onto the stage with my mother and my daughter. And at the end of, my sharing some of my mother's experiences, some of my daughter's experience, some of my experiences, I asked, and I'll ask you to do this right now, I asked everyone in the audience to hold somebody's hand. Could you do that for me? Hold somebody's hand. Oh, come on, you shouldn't be giggling. Lift them up. Lift them up. That is power. That is the strength of women, of humans united to break down oppression. One little thread looks inconsequential and weak, but a beautiful fabric that is woven together will nurture us, will keep us warm, and will be strong. And this is what I hope you leave with today. The feeling of the strength of the place that you are in, the feeling of the stories that you are surrounded by, and the strength of what we can accomplish when we are together. Thank you. All right, this is my last job, and I'm so excited to do it. I have the incredible pleasure of introducing your keynote speaker. Her name is Kalisha DeSous. Did I get that right? Okay, DeSous. Kalisha DeSous is the director of the National Collaborative of Young Women's Initiatives, a dynamic effort led by 8 women's foundations across the country that leverages the resources of multiple stakeholders across multiple localities to address the core structural issues that create barriers for low-income young women and young women of color. She is a social justice advocate, a policy professional, and a former educator with a passion for education reform, criminal justice reform, and social policy. She's building a career that focuses on solutions to the persistent opportunity gaps that exist for youth of color and youth from low-income communities. And those are the gaps that we are all committed to blowing up and destroying. DeSous was the policy advisor to a president that I miss so badly, Barack Obama's White House counsel. So badly. The White House Council on Women and Girls, where she directed the White House's work on advancing equity for women and girls of color. Her work for girls' education, diversity, and inclusiveness in STEM, working families, policies, and the advancement of women and girls of color is essential. A proud Haitian American from New York, Kalisha received her Bachelor's of Science in Industrial and Labor Relations from Cornell University and her Master's from the University of Pennsylvania's Graduate School of Education. I know that we are going to take her inspiration, and instead of the fact that we woke up in November, instead of having a woman in the White House, we had a misogynist in the White House. Let us not just let that be a slap in the face, let it be a slap in the tush. Please welcome Kalisha.